Hey friends, this is Dolany TV. Glad to have you aboard this evening to talk another potential trade target for the Edmonton Oilers. Although nothing officially linking the two teams as far as I've seen, it just is a little bit of common sense chatter out there that the Edmonton Oilers, should things continue to not go great, I mean things are going okay, not great, in Boston the rest of the year up to the trade deadline, should the Edmonton Oilers be interested in one Trent Frederic, and we'll talk about that more in a matter of moments. But friends, glad to be talking to you about some trade targets again. We're starting to heat up here. The Oilers getting closer to getting John Klingberg in the lineup. I think today head coach Chris Knobloch talking about Thursday maybe, but still not very likely yet. So we'll see ultimately what happens by game time tomorrow. If you are new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. Would love to have you aboard as a regular viewer on the channel if you're not already. So definitely get to that. But let's get to Trent Frederic. Let's waste no more time. What do we know about the kid? Well, you are going to sit here and tell me some excuses. There are always, every time I bring up any single player in the NHL for trade, there will be somebody or multiple somebodies that put excuses as to why the Oilers cannot, should not, will not trade for this guy. Here's one guy that there should be zip zero zilch excuses about, okay? This is, in essence, and the reason I think it's been mentioned for the Edmonton Oilers by several fans, fan posts, whatever, it's just he checks a lot of boxes here. And I don't know what you know about me, but I'm a guy that likes to check boxes, okay? That's the cool part. And we'll see what Trent Frederic does for the Edmonton Oilers. 6'3". Oh yeah, we like that. He's a big guy. Oh, wait, now you're going to say, well, Noah Phillips earned the fourth line job. Slow down. Slow down. Noah Phillips is having a good stretch here. I don't want to cave the kid in the playoffs, so let's at least consider something before you write Trent Frederic off, all right? 220. Man, that's a massive frame. That's going to hurt you. And he is a guy that plays the right way, if you know what I mean, when it comes to a guy like Evander Kane inside the Oilers lineup as well. Oh, by the way, he's 26. Hold on. I don't know what you know about age, but that is not over the hill. That is not past his prime, past his expiry date, like everybody will yell at me, everybody else I bring up. Oh, no. Trent Frederic is 26 years old. I can tell you, for a matter of fact, Trent Frederic is younger than 85% of Dolany TV viewers. I have those stats, and I can frankly tell you that's what they look like. So that's a fun one for you here today. By the way, I've had a lights out day. I've been lit up on coffee all day. I started fresh right out of the gate at 7:45 with the Starbucks and never stopped since. So if you're wondering what's wrong with me, the caffeine is flowing tonight. Dinner's in the oven, and we're rocking and rolling for what should be a good Wednesday night of no Oilers hockey, a little bit of chill, and away we go. Here's his stats, by the way. You want to look those over? I don't think a lot of people will really care because he checks a lot of other boxes outside of the point scoring, but he is a guy capable of, in minimal minutes producing results, right? This year getting the most minutes of his career at 14:08, averaged through 50 games and producing probably his worst clip in his career so far out of his mainstay minutes. Of seasons above 50 games, it's actually his worst by 0.2. Ignore the cat. The cat just, I don't know. He just starts hearing me talk and starts doing that. It's nothing to do with anything other than he's hearing me talk and not paying attention to him. Okay, besides the point, Trent Frederic's a guy who doesn't struggle to score goals, has a good shooting percentage throughout his career, and you know what? He's not necessarily going to hurt you in a fourth line role. We like that. And what I'll tell you why I like that is obviously the Oilers, if they bring in a big, hard to play against centerman on the fourth line, is you're still going to need him to contribute some points. That's why I continue this season to be so pro Nick Bjugstad, is simply for Bjugstad. He's a big skill guy that can move his body around, also make it hard to play against, and score points in a depth role. And that's what I love. I love those depth scores because we all know, and I have been through this ringer for 7 years now, I think it is. This is 2025, started in 2018, took a year and a half off, but never really stopped. You know what? The Oilers' problem is always getting those depth points. So that's where Bjugstad comes in. Frederic checks those boxes as well. And I like checking boxes, like I said. So make sure you write that one down. Whoop, nope, that's the wrong graphic. I had it loaded right. All right, we're still on that. Oh man, you don't want to, you hope to never see that graphic again. All right, Trent Frederic, what do we need to know? 2.3 million against the cap. The Oilers can easily fit that, right? The proposed idea is they're looking for a big guy in the bottom six to kind of round out that situation down there. At double retention, he costs you, what, 11.15. So 5, 6, you know what, let's just call it 600,000 against the cap at double retention. Again, will the Boston Bruins at all trade him? Who knows? He's a pretty valuable asset, and he's a pretty through and through Boston Bruins player, but Bruins are in a little bit of a crossroads. Maybe the Oilers can take advantage of that. Maybe they'll avoid Brandon Saad and go for you know, maybe a guy like this, a guy here in Trent Frederic. I don't know. $600K against the cap for a guy like this sounds pretty dang good for a playoff run. Now, why I like Trent Frederic, like I'm saying, check the boxes. He's a size guy, 6'3", 220. He is a grit guy. He is a toughness guy. And man, oh man, when you're looking for a Corey Perry light, Trent Frederic knows how to antagonize players in the East better than I think 98% of the other players in the East. And realistically, he doesn't have to be 6'9", 2 whatever the heck Matt Rempe is to do it. So, yeah, definitely Trent Frederic checks a lot of boxes for the Edmonton Oilers when it comes to figuring this piece of the puzzle out, that depth center inside the bottom six that is a game changer just based on size, skill, speed, toughness, grit, gamesmanship alone. That's a lot of boxes to check. Trent Frederic does that. And of course, he's not a raw rookie, nor is he a grizzled over-the-hills veteran trying to win one last cup before he hangs him up in mid-August. So keep that in mind. I think there's a lot to like here. Again, as I'm saying, nothing seriously pointed out from an Oilers insider point of view or an NHL insider point of view, but come on. Nothing was being seriously pointed out about Evan Bouchard, and all of a sudden, that is the news of the day. I lit your phones up, I lit your TVs up, whatever you tune in to Dolany TV on, at 6 this morning, Mountain Time, with that video, and then all day through, Oilers Nation carried it. It has been a big day about Evan Bouchard, and why not? Let's light up Trent Frederic this evening and see what it carries through to tomorrow. We've had a good track record with these trade videos. I will tell you, Trent Frederic might not be an Oiler today, but 3 years from now, pin it, he'll be an Edmonton Oiler because this video has hit YouTube and you are watching it right now. So we'll see what happens here, friends, but I like this guy a lot. Obviously, what's not to like about a player who plays the true Boston Bruins way, and by the way, can score some points for you as well in a depth role. So for right now, though, I am up on Oda here. You have a great night, and I will catch you in the next one.